I'm still calling for crew, people. If you want to look at the criteria, go to episode 20. It's all there, but basically, this is what I'm looking for. The pace is amazing. Some of this is actually for another boat build that Adonis is doing 2 factories over. But some of it for the new hulls that are coming here very, very soon. If you want more information about the Odisea Catamarans, then send me an email to peter@elcanoworldchallenge.org. Jeffrey's doing his rounds, making sure everything's good. He had one small issue. He's already solved that. What I don't usually show is the many times that a piece of shell plate goes up, tacked, measured, and then dropped back down to be worked on. The record is 7 times on the rear shell plate, with the very, very many fine adjustments with the tapering compound curve, but usually it's about 3 times. I think this sheet went up and down 3 times before it was right.
Rồi thì chắc không. Không.
The profile doesn't match the window. That's because of the 50mm green line on either side, so it makes it narrower. So wherever they trim it, they're going to trim it to fit exact. I can't believe how close that is. That bottom one was hand trimmed. Again, the green line, so they had to trim it to where the profile actually changed. But look at that. It's like barely 2mm. Amazing. Jesus, they're good. I checked that before, and it was bloody great. And then they're changing that because it's like, it was barely BD out. And so they cut the welds and they're just clamping it a little bit tighter. And yes, there are more boats coming in addition to holes 3 and 4. And we are running out of factory space, so all of this cut alloy here will go up against the wall. Check out the bridge deck clearance. It's almost 7 feet. Alright, well, there's no water, but still, you get my point. It's pretty high.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Nothing but quality people.
Alright, what's up? I have a question too. Adonis is explaining the procedure he wants to keep it all holding together as it is being welded, and also to save on time. That came in the Odisea design, and there's a mistake, so they're going to clean that up. So on my boat there's a mistake, but they're going to cut that and weld a thicker strip. So, but that won't be in all the other boats. I still don't know how they get the perfect cut. I mean, the bottom's okay, because that's relatively straight. But, you know, how do you cut the top? Because it's bending and curving, so there'll be a slight edge in the top. There you go, anyway. Adonis and Jeffrey, speaking in a Filipino dialect, are discussing how to change the mistake in the Odisea design to make it better. The weld run on the inside must be clear of the stringers to be welded, so they are working out how they can do it here. Now, why are there all of these welds so close? Because they're basically trying to hold all of this together, obviously, but we're going to do a continual weld on the inside. And if you don't have these so close together, we're going to have some problems where the plate will move apart, because it's going to be significant heat coming through on this side. So you've got to make sure that there's lots of welding. So the way I understand it is, I'm going to have to go on the inside. Let's have a look. So the next welding is going to be a continual weld as long as possible on the inside. And all of those little tacks on the other side will hold it. Once you've got a continual weld in there, these tack welds are still here, then they're all ground off, and then the same thing. 3 mm gap, cut in, all at the same depth, all the way along, and then continual weld. Now I hope I've got that right. Oh damn, I missed it. I was talking about the welding over there and I missed all of this. Well, I don't know how they do Now, I don't know, people, there's been lots of discussion and people saying that they need to see other stuff other than the build. Okay, so I've forced myself to go out on a Sunday and have some fun and film it just for your pleasure. I know it's the type of guy I am. Mind you, the conditions aren't right. Normally you're trying to have the wind go perpendicular to the face, and here it's about 30 or 40 degrees off, which is certainly not the best. The sand dune is really hard to climb up, so I'm going to use the wing to help me walk it up. I would like it a little stronger because I'm walking backwards, but as you can see, they're tiny little steps. Look how cross it is. I really shouldn't be flying, but this is not the Wisdom Channel. Come on, baby.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out.
If you notice, I'm covered in sand with 2 failed attempts already. This will go into the blooper section of the Patreon videos. In fact, the Patreon videos get most of the humour and most of the bloopers. If you're interested, join up and become a patron.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche, we're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights, I'm done with my own doubts.
As you can see, I'm using the new Insta360 camera that Mark bought me. And yes, now it's time for editing. Oh, bugger. And I've got 2 other videos that have been languishing for the last week. Yes, I must admit, with the single person operation, it's very difficult to sit down without getting these brain cramps and not wanting to do these videos, but the show must go on. And this is terrible control of the wing at the end, but eventually I managed to get it under control, albeit the leading edge probably full of sand. Might be a little bit difficult to fly next time.